Come here. Come here. Come. It's funny. Sometimes when he doesn't go to the bathroom on a tree, he'll just rub his hip on a tree, like he's leaving a scent just by rubbing his hip on there. Ooh, something stinks. Now I smell the now I smell the marijuana factory over here. Oh, pretty strong. I used to think, hey, Andrew King, what's going on, my man? We're just out doing our walk. We're just out for our morning walk. I used to think it was one of these houses here doing the grow with the marijuana grow, but it's not. It's this little warehouse around the corner. So it's a big marijuana grow. It's all you can smell. Whew. There's so many buildings here in our little town growing the reefers. It's like everywhere. It used to be there was a bar or a liquor store on every corner in my town. Now it's a weed shop on every corner. Ew. Ew. Oh my god, the weed smells so strong. I don't know how the people that live here can stand it. It's coming from this blue building here. They got a massive grow going in there. Wow, super strong. We're just gonna head down to the river today, do a short walk down the river, and head home. I gotta get to work early today, so we started early. We started early, and we're gonna finish early. I don't think we're gonna get quite a whole hour in, but I gotta go to the office today, do some work at the actual office, and not at the home office. Come on, Toby dogs. Oh, it's another beautiful morning. It rained overnight, but look, the sun's coming up. Look at that sun coming up. Oh, wow. Is that a picture or what? Right there. Is that a cool picture? Helen, you always these pictures like this. That's a cool scene. We'll go down to the river here and take a walk up the river. Looks like it could rain on us again coming from that direction, from the west. Friday, Friday. When I was a teen, when I was a young guy, we called it Friday High Day. Excuse me, because we was doing things back then. Now it's just Friday, Friday. They got a nice fence going up. I see they got the board space this time. The old fence, the boards were tight together. Now they got the boards with a space. They're gonna save money that way. Definitely gonna save money, and board on top, they're not scalloped or nothing. Huh. I can smell it though, it smells great. Fresh cedar fence. Can you imagine? I need Oh, I see they're putting fence on both sides. What are they called? The fence slats. I should know what I know what they're called, I just can't spit it out. Did they take out another tree? I thought there was only one tree missing here. No, I would see a stump. There's no stump there. Anyhow, one of our best shorts came from down this little sidewalk here. I told Toby to sit down right here, and then I went down to the other end, and I whistled for him. "Come here, Toby." This was when he was younger. And, well, a year and a half ago, when we first started posting videos, it's been a year. We started posting videos the end of November of 24, it must have been. So we've been posting videos for a little over a year, a year and a half. Wow, time flies. Well, we haven't been posting videos recently. We've just been doing our live streams. You got to really, really think out those videos. We used to just pop them out. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on anymore with us. Even our shorts are missing. We should kick out a lot of shorts too. But every channel evolves. We just been going through the it's hard to deal with all that and work. Oh, what a beautiful morning. What are you gonna do, Toby? Are you gonna go to the bathroom or what? And then he's gonna hit me with the dirt. Look at him throw the dirt. It usually ends up inside my shoe for some reason. 1 million in the building. Yeah, for some reason, Toby manages to angle that his when he's scattering the dirt like that, he manages to angle it at me. I try to move real quick. But yeah, I always get that down inside my shoe. Whatever he's kicking up. Come here, let's stop over here, Tobes. Come on, little buddy. Come on. Come on. Let's check out the river. Let's check out the river, Toby. There's south. You can see there are just three cranes there now. There was 4 or 5 at one point. Now I just see 3. The other ones might be laying down for now. But there's the cranes for where the new bridge is going up. They got the cofferdams built. I believe they got both sides completed. I haven't heard the jackhammer. No, what is it called? The machine that pounds the cofferdam uh pieces together, pounds them into the ground. Uh yeah, you could hear that running for months. Boom, 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 boom. And I haven't heard that in a long time. So they must have it completed. The cofferdams must be completed. I know they're doing approach work. Looks like they're building approaches on the west side. On the east side approach, you really can't tell because you can't see it from the street when you get down there. It's all blocked off. But they got it coming along. I think it's going to be over a year till it's completed. S- Another year. Mom lives. Mom lives over that way, right across the river. It sucks with. I gotta go. to get to mom's house where I used to take that bridge there to just hop across the river, and there I'm at mom's. Now I gotta go the other way. It doesn't look like it's that much further, but trust me, with the traffic congestion downtown, it's a MF just to hop across the river. There's 3 more bridges going, north. The one you see, and maybe you can't see it, and then there's 2 more after that one that are toll bridges now. Long story. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Come on, Tobus. Look at this beautiful morning. Hold on, fam. I gotta fix something on my live stream here. Hold tight for just a couple of seconds. I'll be right back. There we go. Hope that's better. It's a beautiful morning out. The wind's whipping a little bit. You could probably hear the wind in the microphone, but it's a beautiful morning. We got a one what's up, bro. Y'all don't be afraid to communicate with the host of the channel. Let's pin let's pin our only message of the day. We forgot to fill in our description area for the description of the live stream. So we're probably not getting out. Look at all the colors. It'd be nice to find a dry spot to sit down for a minute, Toby. Come on over here. We didn't put a description in, Tobe. How's everybody today? Say hi. Where are you watching us from, fam? You know where we're at. We're 100 miles north of Detroit. Walking down the river. Isn't it beautiful? It's a beautiful day. I wonder where all the people are. There's no runners. There's no people on bicycles. I don't see anybody fishing. I could see cars parked on the west side that might be fishing this morning, but I don't see anybody on this side fishing. I don't see anybody at all. Some days it's like that, though. Hey, happy Friday, real fishy. Here's some real fishy spot here for you. Lots of walleye, lots of perch, and all the garbage fish. All the catfish and drum and sheephead and all that stuff's in here too. Carp, giant carp, man-sized carp. I've caught a lot of fish here. Ice fishing. I don't really come down here fishing uh during the year. We haven't ice fished in a while either. But this was the spot. It's like a little city out there. All up and down through here there'll be ice shanties set up. And when the walleye are in, when it's not uh ice time, there'll be boats all up and down through here, trolling up and down. Lots of people. What water mass is that? This is the uh Saginaw River. Saginaw River. We get big ships that flow upriver from here probably another, I don't know, nautical miles, but I'd say another 9 miles as the crow flies upriver. There's plants that ship stuff out and take stuff in, gravel and farm produce type stuff. Uh, so all these bridges open in our town, but the next town upriver in Saginaw, none of their bridges open. It's I guess it's not considered it's too shallow, not considered navigable water, but there's lots of boats on it, fishing boats, sport boats. Yeah, it gets pretty deep. They dredge it every once in a while. That's where uh that's where you fish the walleye at the edge of the on the slopes of the fishing channel. That's where I used to fish it anyway. The slopes of the fishing channel, that's where the big ones are. You got to get the right depth, the thermocline, isn't that what it's called? You got to catch the right temperature. The perch, we used to fish the walleye in the morning and then move to the middle of the channel to fish the perch down deep. But I fished perch in like 3 foot of water too, 4 foot of water for first ice. First ice is so much fun. You got to be super quiet. The fish can look up and actually see you. Happy Friday. So that's a shipping lane as well. Yep, yep. Yeah, they get big freighters. One of these days, I'm going to catch one on a live stream when I'm out here. You know, it's surprising that I haven't been able to catch one at all in the year and a half we've been posting. Sometimes we set up a tripod down here and catch bridge traffic or the big fountain. Oh, the fountain should be running. The big fountain or ducks, geese, that kind of stuff. Wildlife, sunsets. We do a lot of filming down through here on both sides of the river. I'm gonna show you guys something that's gonna make you sick. They just spent millions of dollars, millions on that little park just that little tiny area right there with the four little whatever the hell they are. That cost us over $1 million. I think it's upwards of $2 million with the concrete work and the rails. That's all it is a place to sit down and it costs us millions. Isn't that crazy? These politicians, I tell you. Sidewalks and the streets are crumbling, but they're spending millions on high dollar benches. Mm, crazy the things they do with their money. I would have done that for half the price. I wouldn't have did it at all. Go get some treated lumber and make some picnic tables to put up over there. Go do it for a few $100. We don't need $1 million art canopies or whatever they want to call them. I have no idea what they call them. All I know is we don't have money for stuff like that. If you got money for stuff like that, that means you could have fixed the sidewalk in front of my house or the street, right? Could have built a could have built a new canopy for the well, for that kind of money they could have built a canopy for the the new farmers market area. They tore down our farmers market. The politicians found a way around the deed that donated the farmers market to the people of the county, and they snatched it. I guess the deed sets the stipulations in the deed. the donation deed where if it stopped being used by the people for a period of 5 years, that it would revert back to the family that donated it. But the politicians decided they weren't going to renew the contracts for the people that leased the market and the restaurant there. One year they decided to build something there with a big plaque with their names on it. So they didn't renew the leases and they put up fences, and for what had been, I think, over 100 years, farmers market and flea market, it was busy like 3 days out of the week. Uh, every weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it was flea market, and Tuesdays and Thursdays it was farmers market. And yeah, they locked us out of our farmers market. They locked us out of our farmers market, and now they just got around. It's been 7 years now, I think, and they just now got around to tearing it down this last beginning of let me think. Was it over the winter? What month is it? No, they just started it this spring. They got it all tore down, and now they still have it fenced off, but they planted grass or some kind of erosion control crop or grass type thing. I remember. Hey, come here. We gotta deal with the blue bag challenge here, fam. Uh, Pick up some poops. Good job, Toby. Toby's gonna poop where all the rest of the dogs poop. Where's the nearest trash can, Toby? Where's the trash can? Way up there. We can carry it that far. Come on, little buddy. Yucky, yucky. That's the only bad part about walking the dog, picking up the poop. Yeah, there's lots of people that fish the banks here. I don't. I st- I used to fish this river and ice fishing a lot, but then I quit ice fishing this river because it's a unpredictable river, and the ice will break up and I was fishing probably 4 or 5 miles upriver from here, and we were leaving. Good thing, because I'd have left my equipment out. We were leaving, walking off the ice, and a big slab of ice. All of a sudden, the ice broke all the way across from one side of the river, all the way across, and a slab of ice lifted up and went underneath the downriver side. You know the way the river's flowing, and slid underneath the rest of the ice. A big slab, and it's like if somebody would have been on that slab of ice, they'd be dead. Because once that slab slid under the other slabs, then the river ice came back together and like slammed shut. So if you'd have went under there, there was no coming out of there. It's not like you fall through a crack on the bay and you're just there. There's, you fall through here in the river, you're going down. So that's when I quit fishing this river. Yeah, this is big, big, big fishery. I guess back in the day, they used to have all kinds of big fish up and through here, but it gets overfished. We came down a couple times during the winter, but we didn't fish. I keep saying we. Me and Tob, me and Toby did not fish. It's been a while. I didn't fish at all last year. Too busy. Come on, Toby, let's go this way. We gotta change our plan this morning and head back already. Daddy's gotta go. We didn't fish at all this year. I was just thinking about giving the grandkids a call, see if they want to go this weekend. There's a there's a pond in between my house and their house that has all kinds of great big bass in it. We'll go there and or go to Saginaw County's Haithco Park and do catch and release there. We don't ever keep nothing when I fish with the grandsons. We don't keep nothing. We just catch and release. And then we go get tacos or something. No sense of keeping the fish. We're gonna eat tacos, right? Come on, Tobis. Oh, I missed some of this. Where are you wandering today? Says Doomsday. We're just downtown, down by City Hall. Look at there, City Hall. I remember when the police department was downstairs there. We're talking 1970s and prior. I believe they built the new jail in the either late 70s or early 80s. I'm thinking it's early 80s, but the jail used to be here in the basement. I mean the police station. The jail was the jail was downtown across from the oh, I think they tore the building's no longer there. It's where the newest library in town's at. They tore the old jail down. I I I was in that jail, but I'm not like in jail. It's where they stored the historical land records for the county. And I used to go over there and do research work in there in the building. You sound like you're around my age. Yeah, yeah. First year of the Gen Xers, last year of the baby boomers. They fight over who gets us. Been around a long time. Haven't always been here though. Spent a lot of years in exotic places. Dad was in the army. So when the years when we lived with dad, we were all over the country, all over the world. The years we lived with mom, we were here. Hold on, Tobis. It's a blind corner. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta see. Okay, let's go. I don't want him walking out to the. I'm 60. You're 62. Oh, I'm 60. I'll be 61 this summer. Another month. Another month. I'll be 61. Real fishy. Yeah, we're about same age. Isn't that something? Very wide roads. Yeah. This is all new. This area here is within the last 10 years. Might be like within the last 7 years. They're building it up nice. They call this area Uptown at River's Edge. There's all kinds of new construction. There's condos. There's what they call them townhouses. There's new medical buildings. There's that building that you can see, and then there's a brand new one where you can see the blue roof. You can see the blue roof looks like it's on top of that building. Well, it's actually a building across the street. There's a lot of really big new construction going on here. And the only bummer is that everybody gets they give them all tax abatements. So like this area of town's got all new roads and sidewalks, but the rest of the town is falling apart and crumbling because there's no tax dollars to fix anything because they give a tax abatements to everybody for every little thing. Every little business can come here and operate tax free for 8 to 10 years. Sickening. It's just you saying less traffic. It's just Yeah, where we're at and the time of the day. It's almost 7 a.m. here, but let's say in about half an hour, 45 minutes. In 45 minutes, half hour, 45 minutes. Let's not get crazy. The traffic will be from two lights down, blocked all the way back. Come on, let's cross so we don't keep nobody. Blocked all the way past the next crosswalk, past the big buildings. The traffic will be backed up just to get everybody's four bridges worth of traffic. We're supposed to have, well, normally we got four bridges in town. Two state owned and two owned by the city. Well, the city couldn't afford to keep the bridges up, their two, so they leased them to a toll company. The toll company came in and they rebuilt the bridges, but now they've raised the tolls a couple times and they want over $5 each time you cross the bridge. And that's just for a regular car. That's not including a trailer or a truck or a bus or anything. So they want crazy money. So everybody's boycotting it. They're boycotting those two bridges. One of the state-owned bridges is down. I showed you the cranes for a complete rebuild. So that leaves one bridge, four bridges worth of traffic trying to cross one bridge. It's insane. The traffic will be backed up all the way. Two lights down that way, all the way back here, probably halfway to the next light. In about half hour, 45 minutes, the traffic will be backed up like that. Insanity. You can't just drive across town anymore. You got to deal with this crazy ass traffic. But in another year, the southernmost bridge will be completely rebuilt. So we'll have that. We'll be back to everybody will be trying to cross two bridges because I'm sure the boycott will still be on the other two. Mm. Hey, Helen, what's going on, girl? Hmm. We're headed headed back towards the crazy. That's crazy. Oh, it's over $5. It's $5 and like 15 cents or 25 cents, something stupid. Hey, Toby, let's walk past the old market. These are my old stomping grounds here. I grew up for years right down here in this area. We lived upstairs that the house in the middle of the picture there. We lived upstairs there for years. This was a really bad area of town when I was a little kid. 1 block away from City Hall and 1 block away from the police department. And it was the wild, wild west down through here when I was a kid. Hey, Survival Empire, welcome, welcome. Good morning to you. How are you today? We are just out doing our thing before the work thing. Uh, I can't wait to retire. I would almost trade the rest of I would almost trade years, trade the years that I got till retirement to be able to retire now. Oh, that would be it. I've been working since I was, well, like most people, since you're a little kid, 9 years old, 10 years old, working in the fields with the migrant workers, hoeing the sugar beets, hoeing the weeds, working the fields. We used to sell stuff door to door, newspapers, candy, all kinds of stuff. However a kid could make money, we made that money. Raking leaves, cutting grass, babysitting, all that stuff. But we started working in the field. I was 9 years old, 8 years old when we started working in the fields. We weren't migrant farm workers, but we tied in with them to get that work because they would even pay the little kids minimum wage, and we were little kids, 8, 9 years old, making minimum wage, helping out the family. That's the way it was back then. Here's where our old farmers market was. You can see this wide open space here. There was the farmers market. There was a restaurant, and on the other block there was the old YMCA. So the city got the old YMCA, and they screwed us on the old farmers market, and they're supposedly building some kind of housing complex. And of course, it's they took away they took away something that the taxpayers loved, and they're going to give us something that we're going to have to pay for forever. They're bringing in a government subsidized housing project. So not only did they take our farmers market and our roundhouse restaurant, but they're giving us something we're going to have to pay for forever. Other people's living. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? We're going to have to pay for the people that live here to live here after they took our market away. That's the burn. That's the bad rub. Is you're getting a screwing. Helen, happy Friday, says Real Fishy. Survival Empire says hello, Helen, or Miss Helen, hello. Well, I need to learn how to read. A lot of things change over the years, don't they? Yes, 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 they do. And it seems like if it's politicians involved in the chain of change, it's usually something bad. Something bad. Yeah, they planted some kind of weed out there as a ground cover. Even if they turned it into a park, I'd still be upset because I found big value in the farmers market here. It was a big covered market too. It went from all the way from one end of the block to this end of the block, and it had a blacktop and concrete surface. The entire thing. There was no stepping in mud or nothing like that, and it had a big roof over the top of it. For the entire length of it, all the entire length of the block. It had a great big metal roof. I think the sill plate was probably 15 feet in the air. Well, semis had to come in here because the farmers would bring their farm trucks in here, their box trucks, their semi trucks, and the people that sold flea market items, they'd come in there with their trucks or whatever and pull up and park underneath. We bought vegetables here for decades, decades and decades. I come and visited the flea market for decades and decades since I was a little kid, man. This has been here for 100 years or so, I believe. Anyhow, gone, gone, so we could pay for somebody else that chooses not to pay for their own living arrangement. Isn't that crazy? Almost, Toby. Almost. Come on. There we go. Come on, little buddy. Hey, let's take the alley. I don't know why this place closed. You think you'd think they'd do all kinds of sales here. It's a thrift store, secondhand store. You'd think with a big uh community, I guess I don't know how many housing units, but with a big housing development coming across the street, you'd think that store would would do good there. I know the I know that Rally's restaurant on the corner is gonna licking their chops for all those people move in. Their sales will probably triple. Come on, Tobis. Now we're just cutting through the alleys. We hardly ever walk through alleys. We've got one behind our house that I just made a mistake when. You know, no matter how old you get, you still make mistakes. So I'd 40 years ago, I had some uh, dirt delivered to the house to fill in some spots. Only they brought me like 4 times what I ordered, and they weren't coming back to get it. So I had these big hills of dirt on the side of the garage, and I used up all I could. And I told all the neighbors, come get all you want. And they came and took all they wanted. And then what was left grew grass, and it was just hills on the side of the garage in the alley. And the kids rode their bikes over them. They played motocross on them, all kinds like that for all these decades. Well, finally, I couldn't take it anymore. And had a bobcat over at the neighbor's house to do some concrete work. And I asked those workers to come over and take that hill down. And they came over and they leveled it out real nice in there. But the alley's been there over 100 years, so there's a lot of gravel there. So once they got it down to the proper elevation and angle and all that, now I got all kinds of gravel mixed in with the dirt because there's been a gravel alley there for over 100 years. Who knows how wide? It might have been all the way to the edge of my garage before. Well, like I was saying, over the last 40 years, there's been grass growing there. So now I don't have grass on there, and I can't plant grass yet because there's so much gravel in there. You can't plant grass on gravel. Now I got to have dirt brought in and put like an inch or so over the top of that so I can grow some grass. That was the mistake I made this year, was having them dig that down so deep. I wasn't out there when they were doing it. I guess I should have been. Maybe I should have told them to just to take it down halfway because it was good black dirt. They would have been perfect. I thought that's what I was going to end up with. I didn't realize they were going to get it so far that they were going to get it down to the gravel. But anyhow, like different areas where if you dig in my yard, the closer you get to the house, there's less gravel in the dirt. On the side yards, there's no gravel in the dirt. Right up near the house, there's no gravel in the dirt, but on the both sides of the garage, there's gravel in the dirt the deeper you go. Like I had to bury a cat last year, and I buried it on the side of the garage, and it was like the deeper I got, I could only go so deep because I run into so much gravel. Happy Friday. 9 thumbs up, we get one more. I'll be a happy camper. Fridays are usually slow days for us, and today it's proven to be a slow day. As far as the YT goes. Come on, little buddy. Come on. Come on. Leave it. Well, fam, does anybody have any great weekend plans? I don't. We're just gonna relax. I might call these grandsons up, see if they want to go fishing. We haven't been. Like I said, we didn't go last year. The year before, the Christmas before last, I got them new fishing gear, fishing poles, tackle boxes, with some fishing lures and stuff in it. And we fished that year, but the next year, which was last year, we didn't go. I don't believe we went one time. They're so busy now, especially the oldest grandson. He had sports. He earned a varsity letter this year as a freshman. Oldest grandson did. He earned a varsity letter in tennis as a freshman. I'm sure he's getting one in band if they give him out. He's a star in the band too. He plays multiple instruments. When he was in 8th grade, he played in the high school honors band. And when he was in junior high school, talented kid. He taught himself how to play the guitar. His daddy taught himself how to play the guitar when he was 10 or 11, 12 years old. So grandson taught himself how to play the guitar when he was Man, he had to be 9 years old. I don't think he was even 10 years old. And he can rock out. I got some video. He can rock out, but I don't think he practices the guitar anymore. He plays 3 different, brass instruments. So he works mostly on that stuff. Well, fam, look at that. No kids at school. School's been out. I think they got out last week. It'll be nice. The neighborhood will be real quiet for a couple of months. Come on, Tobis, this way. Well, fam, it's been real and it's been fun. And it's actually been real fun today walking and talking with y'all. We almost didn't live stream today. I really wasn't feeling it this morning. It's a lot of times it's hard to deal with the pain, then the knees, and be happy enough to talk to everybody. Toby Tobes. Come on, little buddy. Let's go finish our goodbyes. Do we see chickens? I don't see chickens yet. Yeah, I saw chickens. Our friend, we've actually got chickens, chicken eggs. Or of course, they come from chickens, but we've actually got from neighbor lady with the chickens. Oh, somebody's got to cut this grass sooner or later. Weekend. I got to get out here and cut my grass. I've been too busy. Too busy with work. They've changed. They've changed the. They've changed everything at work as far as we're doing in the procedures and everything. They've expanded the project that I was working on. It's a continuation of the same project, but the project I was with what I was doing was very limited in scope, and now they want more information. They want more info. So they brought on a different manager and changed up the way we do things. So I'm a little more rushed at work. Seems like no fun, no fun. Let me tell you. Well, y'all be cool. As our friend Soy just says, peace out. Thanks for coming by, everybody, and hanging out, saying hi. Thanks for all the thumbs ups. And we'll see you probably again on Monday morning. We don't usually do live streams on the Saturday and Sunday walking, but we go walking anyway. Sometimes it's good to just walk. Y'all be cool and behave, and we'll see you next time. Peace out.